Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I am here today to do a reading vlog. This one is a little bit different because I'm actually taking it slow this week. So I've been doing a lot of specific reading vlogs. I've also been doing a lot of reading challenges. So I want to take things slow and I want to read whatever I want this week. I kind of want to take things slowly this week. I am swamped with work and I literally just finished working. It's currently 3:30 p.m. I have yet to edit my video, so I need to do that too. I am also very excited to actually read whatever I want, so that is the plan. I am currently reading a book. I am currently reading Finale by Stephanie Garber. This is the last book in the Caribou trilogy. I am very excited to actually get this done because I want to jump into Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I need to get the Caribou trilogy done to jump into that, so I picked Finale up for that reason. I am currently at page 295, chapter 40. 150 pages left, 2/3 of the way through this book. And I have been reading this book, I think, for about 3 days now. And I want to get this done today. I don't really know if I can, but I want to get this done today because I have a few books that I want to read. I'm gonna quickly finish editing my video first, get work all wrapped up before I actually get into reading. Thoughts on Finale, however, is that I actually liked Legendary more than this book. Also, I am actually in the middle of one book, which is Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas, but I don't think I'm going to be reading this in this vlog. This book is really thick, first of all, and second, it is the end of an era for the Throne of Glass series, so I don't really want to get into this book yet. I just picked it up because I thought I would want to read it, but I got into the second chapter and I decided against reading this book. For now, I don't really know what else I'm gonna pick up, but we'll see how it goes, and I'm gonna quickly finish editing my video first and then I'll get into reading. I just got an interesting book-related package, thought I would open it with you guys. I have been waiting for this. I just did not envision it taking this long to get this package. I got a Kindle cover because I thought I would protect my Kindle. I have a pop socket on here, so I need to get this off first. And my first mistake was putting this pop socket on my Kindle without a casing. Got it off, but I need to scrape this out. This is gonna take a while, so I'm gonna do this off camera. And I have a new pop socket that I'm gonna pop onto my Kindle. And then for my Finale book update, I'm at page 387, chapter 52. So less than 100 pages to the end. Very happy that I'm almost done with this book. And as expected, this book is definitely losing my attention, and I'm only persevering because I want to finally get this series done, and it is very hard to get through. I think this series is not as captivating because I have a very hard time understanding the magic system that is in Caribou. There is magic, but I don't really understand how it works, and there is no kind of definitive way the magic works, and it's really confusing. Yeah, Finale is most likely lesser than 4 stars. I don't know how many yet, but not 4 stars. I got done with reading Finale. It is currently almost 10 p.m. I am going to pick another book to read tomorrow because I am busy right now. I need to finish editing the video and getting it uploaded tonight. So I am done with Finale. I am going to be rating this 3 stars. This book was significantly weaker than both Legendary and Caribou. What I think the problem with this book is that the magic system is not entirely explained very well. The way the world building was explained was a little bit surface level, and so you don't really can understand this book in depth. And also with this book, the plot of it is not the same as Caribou and Legendary. If you have gone into this book, they don't really follow the Caribou carnival anymore, and you actually know who Legend is, which is why that portion is not a secret anymore, and it doesn't feel like this book is important because of that. And I also feel like the plot of this, there are a lot of things that come into play in this book that I feel like if I talk about it, it will spoil the first 2 books. But essentially the magic in this world is not explained enough, And also the only thing that's really keeping me going with this book is the relationship between Donatella and Legend, and that's about it. I really don't see anything else going on with Finale, and I feel like it's a very weak book. I also feel like the ending was very anticlimactic, and it was such an easy ending. The characters, they all came out unscathed, and once again, I'm a fan of high stakes fantasy, so this for me was just a weaker ending to the end of a trilogy. I'm happy I got through this book because now I can get into Once Upon a Broken Heart and I can understand why that spin-off exists, but Finale will be 3 stars. I thought of 3.5, but when I think about it again, it's really weak compared to the other 2 books, so 3 stars it is. And I'm gonna pick another book tomorrow because I need to get done with work. If I am done way quicker than I expect it to be, then I will pick one out tonight. I got an exciting package. Let's open it together. Oh, they're so cute. I got stickers. These are for my Kindle, and I am so excited for them. If you guys need an explanation on what the stickers are, some of them are pretty self-explanatory. This one says introverted but willing to discuss books. Hot girls read fantasy. I also have enemies to lovers over here. And then we have a few Throne of Glass ones. The stack of Throne of Glass books. This is Fire Breathing Bitch Queen and Fireheart. We also have a few ACOTAR ones. Hello Fair Darling, Valaris. I have a stack of Addicted series books here because I recently fell in love with them. And then we have one Christian Hem's Parking Ticket or something like that. This one is from Magnolia Parks. If you know, you know why. As for my reading, I am still at Children of Fallen Gods. I am at page 94. This is chapter 11. And for this book, I didn't realize this, but there are 3 POVs in this book. The other POV is somebody that I am not familiar with. The first 2 are obviously Tasana's and Max's POV. There are a lot of speculations that I have in regards to this book, but I'm not sure if any of them are correct or not because I thought this book would be predictable. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with this book, but I'm actually having a fun time. I'm kind of enjoying the first few pages that I read. I am going to continue this. This is, by the way, a really thick book. I didn't realize that it was 600 pages, 624 to be exact. So I didn't realize how thick this book was, but it's a thick book. We are going to continue reading this. I am done with work. I think I probably need to do a few other things later on in the evening, but pretty much done with work. I do want to make a few reels right now, so I think I'm gonna do that and then I will get to reading. I've read up until page 192 of Children of Fallen Gods, so very happy with my progress. I am aiming to get halfway through this book, which means I have around 100 pages to read today, and I'm actually flying through this. I'm actually having fun. the new POV that we get is very, very interesting. You don't really know what's going to happen with that POV. I think that Max's POV is also very interesting, but I am getting a little bit bored of Tisana's POV. It just feels like every time it's in her POV, nothing is moving forward. So that's what I'm currently feeling about the book. But everything else I'm feeling is pretty good with this book. Flying through the chapters pretty quickly, so I'm having a lot of fun. I'm gonna continue reading, and I probably will give an update tomorrow morning. I went out to walk my dog, and then I brought my Kindle out, and I realized that Children of Fallen Gods was on Kindle Unlimited, so I read on my Kindle. I read 11% because I started at 39 and now I'm at 50%. I'm at chapter 40, I think. Chapter 40, this is Tisana's POV. So far with this book is that, first of all, if you're looking for a fantasy romance book, this has romance, but it's very limited. It's mostly just fantasy. So if you're looking to get into a more romance-heavy book, this is not the book for you. Second of all, it's a pretty slow build-up to where we are now. So I would say that if you're not into like slow world building, it's really not that interesting. But at least for me, I really like the world building in this. I also actually like the pacing, and the plot is very interesting. It's keeping me on my toes, and also I feel like it's getting better and better the more I read on. So I am having a lot of fun with this book. But again, it is more fantasy heavy, so if you're not looking to get into a very heavy fantasy world, I don't think this book is for you guys, because I did read a lot of people's opinions on this book, and I would say that it is just more fantasy. Having a lot of fun with the book. I am going to continue reading today, and I probably will be continuing on my Kindle. I'm now at page 421. This is chapter 57, and I have 180 pages to the end. I've been alternating between reading on my Kindle and reading on the paperback. Something big just happened in this book that I felt the need to talk about it. Whatever just happened is related to this one important main character in the first book, and I felt like whatever happened to him kind of went up in flames in terms of the plot. Now I don't know what the point of the story is, how we came this far, just kind of went up in flames, and I don't really know how to feel about it. I don't really know what's gonna happen. The only thing that's keeping me going at this point is actually the new POV that we're getting in this book, and I feel like her story is very interesting. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually don't care much about the romance in this book. I don't care much about the romance between the main characters, and I don't care much about the romance between the new POV and this new other guy. I really don't care that much about them. I just love the story, and I don't know how things are gonna unfold at this point. Things are happening, like things are actually happening, but why? What just happened? Why did it happen? I am hoping to get this done today, and I don't know if I can do that. It's 180 pages, and I always count by reading 1 page a minute, so this is 3 hours worth of reading. I think I can do it today because I'm actually having a lot of fun. But whatever just happened, now I'm curious to see what's gonna happen next. Oh, I don't know what's going on. And I'm here to right a wrong that I made very, very long ago. What? This is so messed up. I think this is the first clip that I'm filming today. Today's a national holiday, so I went out the whole day today, and so I didn't film anything, but I did read a little bit. And I'm here to give an update on Children of Fallen Gods. So, yesterday I read up until page 500, I think, and I remember I had like 100 pages left to go, and then the whole day today I was reading on my Kindle, and I read up until 94%. This is page 587 on the Kindle, and this is chapter 83. So I read up until there, and I went back to read on my book, and then I finished it. I literally finished this book 5 minutes ago. I finished reading the last 40 pages, and I am in shock. Whatever happened in the last, I think, 15% of the book was probably one of the craziest things that I've ever read in a book. I really love the plot twists in this book. The plot twists are insane, and a lot of the plot points in this book I really did not expect to happen. It was very unpredictable, and I loved every second of it because I'm just surprised and shocked half of the time as I'm reading this book. I've watched a few reviews of people reading Children of Fallen Gods, and to be honest, going into this I was scared because I thought that I wouldn't like the book. Daughter of No World, which is the first book, was great, but it didn't make me want to jump right into the second book. And in the beginning, I think like the first 100 pages were very slow for me, but the moment the new POV came out, I became very interested, and I really liked how the plot went. It is on the slower side, but I feel like the world building needed to happen because in the first book you don't get a lot of depth with the characters, and you don't really love the characters that much, and I feel like in this book you really get that, and I appreciated it. I did also mention that I didn't like the romance in this book. I didn't feel much for the romance in this book, and I still agree that even though the Tisana and Max are cute together, I still don't really care that much. I feel like the world and the plot was more interesting, and I like that, and that was what was pushing me to read more of this book because the world building is absolutely insane. It has such a good reading experience, and obviously the ending was crazy. I don't even know if I can wait to read the last book because the ending was crazy, and I am not okay, honestly. I thought about it again, and I think I'm gonna rate it 4 stars. I still freaking love the book, and I still will be reading the last book. Now, I do want to pick up another book, but I don't really know what I want to read. Let me think about what book I'm gonna pick, and then I will let you guys know, because right now I have no idea what I want to read. It is 1 p.m. and I am looking tired, but I promise I'm not tired. I just didn't have coffee today. You guys saw me pick up Song of Achilles yesterday, and right now I am at page 40 of Song of Achilles. But I am not going to be continuing my read. I'm not DNFing this. I just want to be reading on my Kindle right now. I'll probably pick this up after I finish my Kindle reading situation because today's basically Friday. I usually am always out on Saturday and Sundays, and I'm thinking that it will be easier for me to be reading on the Kindle if I'm out on the weekends to get some reading in. So I'm going to be reading on a Kindle, and the one that I'm on right now is Divine Rivals. So if you guys don't know, Divine Rivals is on Kindle Unlimited, and I'm actually at page 14. This is 4% of the book. According to my Kindle, I have 5 hours and 39 minutes left in Divine Rivals. So I'm gonna go have lunch now, and then I'll update you guys once I've got some reading in. But today's a pretty busy day for me. Hi guys, I am here giving you guys an update. 10:30 p.m. at night. I did not read a lot today. I only read up until 15% of the book, and I think I started at 4% or something. I didn't read a lot because I was busy with work, and also I didn't feel like reading today, so I just didn't read. I didn't want to force myself, so I didn't read a lot. But I'm currently in Divine Rivals, and what I like about this book is actually Roman's point of view. So we get dual POV in this. We get Iris and Roman's POV, and I actually like Roman's POV more than Iris's POV. And I also like the insights that this book has in regards to the poor versus the rich and new money versus old money. I think that is really interesting, and I feel like it also kind of depicts world now. But this book reads kind of like historical fantasy. I don't really want to say it as historical because there's nothing history related with this, but it reads like it's happening in old London. And there's a part of the book at which Roman says bloody, like bloody hell, bloody, and I think that's really funny because I end up reading it as like a British accent because of the bloody word. Now I am envisioning old London because Roman said bloody. I'm gonna continue reading tonight because I am done with all my work, and I will let you guys know tomorrow, but most likely won't be reading a lot tomorrow considering how I'll be out the whole day tomorrow. Maybe on Sunday when I end the vlog, but I don't think I'll be done with this book. I'll probably only get like 50%.
Several days later.
Hi guys, it is currently Monday and I did not film anything this past weekend. I truly apologize. It was unintentional. I just was very busy. I had a lot of things to do and I didn't really have any time to film, but I did read on my Kindle and I did finish Divine Rivals. I'm pretty sure I showed that portion, me reading Divine Rivals, not sure, but I am done with the book complete, 98%. This is the acknowledgements page. I do want to talk about Divine Rivals really quick. My thoughts about the book in the middle and towards the end is practically the same. I essentially had fun with the book and I think it's a very strong duology, like the first book of a duology, and I had a lot of fun. But the reason why I didn't really enjoy the book was that even though this was marketed to be a fantasy book, I didn't really feel it to be very fantasy heavy. It felt more of like a historical fiction war related type of story, and the fantasy portion is where the gods come in, but I didn't even really see any of the gods play a part in this story. I'm pretty sure they're gonna play a part in the second book, but right now nothing about the gods, like no POV of them, hearing their opinions on the war and stuff like that. Like I didn't see any, so that just felt very flat for me. And also the romance was great. Roman and Iris are very cute together. Build up to their relationship was done very well, but what I didn't really understand was how Roman came to like Iris. I think that part was a little bit lost to me. In general, even though Divine Rivals is great, I gave it 3.5 stars because it was a good book and it's strong, but it didn't give me that many emotions. It just gave me a lot of emotion when it came to grief, and also being in a place where a lot of people die every single day. That part of the book was done very well. Divine Rivals was a 3.5 and I'm very, very sad because a lot of people really, really like this book. But to me, I guess it wasn't the strongest fantasy book that I've read. I am going to just end the vlog here because it is already the next week and I need to get this uploaded really quick. So I'm gonna quickly end the vlog. In total, I read not sure how many pages in this week. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen because I am not good with math, so I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I apologize for the lack of footage this weekend. Still, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!